I just saw something on TV about 1964, 50 years ago. Certainly it was a rather tumultuous year, as were the years that followed with Vietnam, the 60s revolution, and all that brought much social change and tension. If we're going back another 50 years, it was 1914, and that was the beginning of the First World War. Back another 50 years from that, and the Civil War was still going on in our country. And back still another 50 years, and it was 1814, and those were the battles of North Point and the Battle of Fort McHenry in what we know as the War of 1812. So many might be tempted to say there's a definite pattern. There seem to be cycles. Yes, history is repeating itself. Well, we people of faith certainly acknowledge that sometimes there are historical similarities, but we don't jump to conclusions. There are no psychic or historical predictions that can tell us exactly what is going to happen. Rather, you and I are invited to trust in the Lord, to live our faith, to help the kingdom of God unfold in this world. As we now go into the regular weeks of the church year, we hear the beginning of the public life of Jesus. Jesus teaches, Jesus heals, Jesus encourages the people, and Jesus prays. We hear that the kingdom of God is at hand. And we know that remains true for us today. The kingdom of God is at hand. It's continuing to unfold. We know that we too are called to hear the word, to believe, to reach out to others, to share the good news, to live our life in conformity with what the Lord taught, and to make sure that we take time to pray. The other day I was on call at the hospital, and I was called to anoint a lady. She knew that her time on earth was likely coming to an end, and she wanted to be anointed. That's a wonderful statement of faith in itself, isn't it? And though she couldn't easily speak because of the oxygen mask, at the conclusion she gave me a thumbs up. I thought in that moment, what a wonderful liturgical gesture and act of faith to give a thumbs up. Jesus shows us the way to live so that we and the world are better off, and indeed it's all pointing up. This is Father Donald at St. Clement Church, wishing you as always the Lord's peace.